personality outside of your workplace and to have your identity outside of your workplace, not it be in work and what you do and what you achieve.
Hello everybody, welcome back to this episode of the Organically Uncut Podcast. I'm so excited. We have Tameika here today. Tameika is what I think we'd call one of the OGs in the salon. Maybe not quite an OG, but you were here for a long time before going, or you changed career paths. You've been on maternity leave, and basically we're just very excited to be here with Tameika. Have a chat about what you've been up to. Boil the kettle. Hope you enjoy this episode. And it's like a conversation because Tameika and I actually used to always end up sitting next to each other at the staff dinners.
Yes, we did.
So this feels like a nice reunion and a nice catch up between us, and you just get a window into that. So Tam, tell us what you've been up to. Maybe start when did you finish off at the salon? Maybe start there.
So it was like end of Jan, start of Feb, almost 3 years ago. I think that's right.
Beginning of 2023, was it?
Yes, it was. So since then I got married.
Yes.
And I had a baby. Bit of a crazy.
In a short amount of time, so much has happened.
But yes, I have had a couple of career changes. So when I worked at the salon, I was a hairdresser. I did some reception work. I did some PA work with Sarah. I did some social media. Worked in the lab. I was across quite a few different areas.
Yes, you did so many things. Like you'd be at the lab, then you'd be here on the phones, and then you'd be cutting hair.
And so since then, I worked at a couple of different schools. I worked in the public and the private system. One of them being the school across the road. And so I just worked as there's a couple of different names for it. There's like ESO, there's SSO, so I worked as one of those in 3 different schools, which was really lovely and a completely different lifestyle and job to what it was working
totally
here.
Different.
And then I finished up last year, and then I went on maternity leave, and I had my son Moses.
Very cute Moses.
We think so.
He's so cute.
We're a bit biased.
He's actually being well cared for out there with the salon girls who are probably all fighting over who gets to hold him.
Yes, I would agree. And then I've actually started working doing some marketing for a small business as well. So that's kind of been my time since finishing up here.
You've been busy, very busy in that very short amount of time. When you were at the salon, because you had started off as an apprentice, but you were a school-based apprentice, right?
Yeah, I was.
So that was was that 5 or 7 years ago, or how long have you been out of school?
Gosh, when did I finish? I finished in 2018. And I started, I can't remember if I was 15 or 16 years old. So I either started when I was in year 10 or year 11. And I just started doing a little bit of hours after school, or if I had a free on a Saturday. And then when I went into year 12, I really cut down my subjects at school, and then I was predominantly at the salon working.
Little boy, he might. Should we bring him in?
I feel All right, let's continue.
Okay, so you were a school-based apprentice.
Yes.
And you finished, so you were in year 12, and then you cut down some subjects, and then you were working more at the salon during that time, right?
Yes, I was. I only did, I think it was 2 subjects in year 12. So I got my say, so I completed year 12, but I was really wanting to focus my time on being in the salon and being able to complete my school-based apprenticeship.
And then after year 12, did you go full-time at the salon?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I was full-time for a while. And then I went part-time for a little bit, but I was mostly full-time.
Yes. And you were, I know you did many roles like we spoke about before. Also, let's acknowledge the new...
Yes, we have a new addition.
you then went full-time, and then you were a senior stylist at one point amongst other roles that you were doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
And
was.
you're full-time capacity, senior stylist. And then I think you'd taken on different roles since becoming a senior stylist, or was it while you were senior stylist?
I think it started when I was a school-based
Yeah.
apprentice as well. I did quite a bit of reception work,
Yes.
but was mostly just kind of hair.
Yeah.
And then I think you're right. When I became a senior stylist, is when I really took on the other roles.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
included the reception work, and then working a bit more with Sarah for administration stuff. And so I kind of changed careers even in the same business.
Yes, yeah, that's awesome. Do you feel like that describes you, to need to do multiple things? I relate to that. I like to have multiple things on the go.
Yes.
Do you think that's like part of your personality?
Yeah, absolutely. I really love learning, and I really, I get bored.
Yeah.
I really do. And I like being challenged a lot. And although hairdressing in itself is a challenge and it's a really hard job, any of the girls that work here could attest to that.
Yeah.
But I just like learning new things. And I think it is just a part of my personality where I like to be across different things and learning different areas. And once I've learned something, I'm like, cool, let's do that.
Yeah, what else can I learn?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I think you are a really good example of, like, at 17 or 18, I think a lot of people feel like they're locked in to what they have chosen, but it does develop as, you get into the industry, and, you learn, like, you learn what you are interested in and what works for you. So I think it's a great example that, that's given you like it was a great strong foundation from an early age to be working. Like a lot of 17-year-olds are not thinking about full-time work, but you were straight away.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Keisha in another podcast about this too, is that, when you're a school-based apprentice, you hop straight in to having to juggle a schedule where a lot of your friends, they just have to rock up to school and maybe do their, 10-hour casual job, which has its own challenges, of course.
Yes, of course.
But I think it teaches you something at a young age to be in a adult work environment while you're still at high school.
Yeah, it's super different. Like being such a young, still a child.
Yeah.
And working in an adult industry and with adults. Hairdressing, you are mostly working with adults, and you hold a lot of weight. It's how people look, it's their appearance, it's how they feel about themselves. And that was massive to take on as a child, a 15, 16-year-old.
Yeah.
But it was just such an amazing opportunity that I had, and I really feel like working at the salon and being a hairdresser has created who I am today, and the skills that I have, and the things that I love, and the person that I've grown up to be. I really do think that comes from making that decision at such a young age. Even though I changed careers, not only just in the business, but across other businesses as well. I think just making that decision at the time was a decision that I needed and I really wanted, and I do think that it's created who I am and really helped me as I've developed into an adult and into a mother and a wife, and you know.
And Keisha actually mentioned you in the last podcast. She said that one of the main tips that you had given Keisha was about work-life balance. And that she had said to, that you had mentioned that, and I thought it's cool that that was actually our last episode, and so you're in on this episode, which we weren't planning, but I think that is a great tip for somebody at that age starting out in the industry, is that obviously you love what you do in the salon, but it's also creating that balance outside of the salon too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was not good at doing that, which is why
that's probably why you're giving that advice.
Yes, I was not good at that, and I love working. I'm a huge workaholic. And I really took that on at a young age, and I definitely had no work-life balance. But it is so important, like, to be able to have a personality outside of your workplace, and to have your identity outside of your workplace, not it be in work and what you do and what you achieve. You need to have your friends, you need to have your family, you need to have
like
your
an
hobbies.
outlet.
The things that you do, even if it's just going to the gym, like, which is something outside of work, because you can't be your best self at work if that's all that you're doing,
Yes,
and you
I
don't
so
have
agree with
that, outlet and stress reliever and those kinds of things.
Yeah, totally. So I guess now what we all want to talk about,
yes, the little guy right here,
is that you are not working. You are working on this. Are you working?
Well, yes, I'm working a little bit, but
you have become a mum
yes.
to your little guy, Mo. And we're a big fan of him at the salon. A big fan of him. And I just want to, how has that been for you? How has it been? Like, I know you've been, he's not a year yet, is he?
No, he's 6 months tomorrow.
He's 6 months tomorrow, okay. Yeah.
But he is chunky, so I understand the confusion.
So tell us how that has been, that transition for you, becoming a mum. You're a great mum.
Oh,
a very happy little guy. How's that been for you?
Yeah, it's, I think motherhood is something where it's like this little secret group, and you don't get it until you get it. Yeah. And it's like a huge, oh, thanks. It's a huge...
He knows you're talking about him.
He does. He's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive lifestyle change and just everything change. All your priorities, the person that you become, your sleep, your eating, everything changes. But all for the better. And he has just been the biggest blessing to our lives, even though, sleep is massively affected. And my whole life is currently surrounded by his nap schedule and his eating schedule and what he needs. He's just the biggest blessing, and he is the greatest joy that that's ever come into my and my husband's life. Yes. So becoming a mother has been something that I didn't expect. Like, I didn't expect how much joy a baby brings and a child brings. I saw it in other people, but I didn't get it until I got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, and yes, I am working on the side, but he is a full-time job.
Yeah, of course.
He's having kids is I don't know how people do it when they have multiple.
Yeah, and you will you probably.
Yes, one day I'll let you know how that goes.
We'll get you back in. Yeah. So are you? It's an age-old question. Is he sleeping well for you, or?
He is learning how to sleep. Which, and he doesn't like to sleep. Yeah. So he's never liked to sleep. He loves to fight it. And so he sometimes takes me an hour to get him to sleep for 20 minutes. Yeah. But he's learning. Yes. And it's just a phase. Yeah. It's just for the time being. Yeah. And I've been told a million times that one day I'll look back and I'll miss this stage, apparently.
Have you got lots of advice? Do you feel like people have advice, or are they kind of like trust your instincts type of thing?
Yeah, I think people love giving you advice, which isn't a bad thing. I think it can be a great thing. I think it just depends on if it aligns with what you want as a parent. Yeah. There are so many different ways to do things, and it just depends on who you are as a person and what fits into your lifestyle. Like, I think we've really tried a bunch, because his sleep has been such a challenge. We've really tried a bunch of different schedules. We've paid for things and programs, and we went to a sleep doctor, and in the end we were just like, he's just gonna sleep when he needs to sleep, and we just need to, so for some people it works. Having a really set schedule is great for them, and it works, and that's amazing if that works for them. It just doesn't work for every baby, and it didn't work for him. So the best thing that we've done is to let go.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And every day, I was texting you about it this morning, like, when I have a nap schedule, so every day is a bit different. Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing, it's a great thing. But I think that's my biggest advice. Is like, just because it works for someone else, that doesn't mean if it doesn't work for you, you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. What great advice for so many areas, but mothering.
Because I think I think as when you become a mother, it's so easy to compare yourself and to compare your baby to other babies.
Yeah, of course.
And oh gosh, mine's not doing that yet, or I've tried this and it didn't work the same as it did for you.
Yeah.
Can't compare. Every baby, just like we are, every baby is unique. You know, you need more sleep or less sleep than I do, and or sometimes one day I'm hungrier than I am the next day. Like they're not robots. And they don't just fit into exactly what we want. So I think my biggest advice would be, honestly, it took me, I mean, I'm only 6 months in, so I'm not
and you're doing
expert.
Great. So.
But I just let go a couple of months ago, and that was the best thing that worked for us and for our child.
Yeah, that's great advice. That's beautiful, well-rounded, empathetic advice. So are you working like part-time at the moment, or are you like, what's kind of, because obviously you're back to work, you're doing some work and you're mothering, so what's that kind of look like for you?
Yeah, I've been very blessed to be given a job where I don't have set hours, which is amazing to have flexibility around a very flexible schedule that he has. So sometimes I work when he's asleep, or sometimes I take him with me to work. So that's been amazing. So I'm just doing part-time work, and I'm just able to kind of do as many hours as I need to fit around what's happening for him that week. If he's sick, I can't work as much. Or if he's having a bad week or a bad day, I can't work that day. And that's been amazing to have that flexibility around a life that's not set and constantly changing as he develops and grows.
Because you just say you work this morning?
Yes, I did.
What's the role you're in currently?
So I'm doing some marketing
that's right.
for a small business.
Awesome. And that's a great job to have often when you need a flexible schedule. So
yes, exactly. I can work from home a lot, which is amazing, and I kind of just go in to like collect my content, do some filming. That's awesome. Have some meetings, and then I'm able to go back home and finish the job in amongst wherever he's at that day. That's awesome. And it almost scratches that creative itch that's obviously within you because you come from a stylist role and you've done so many different things. I think you can wear many hats, like whatever you put your hand to, but that's cool that there's still a creative element to what you do in your job. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. It definitely has scratched my creative itch, something that I need. And it's given me a little bit of my own thing and a bit of my own personality back. I think when you have a baby, it's really easy to lose yourself and to lose who you are and what you like, because everything is revolved around them. And this has really given me that creative spark, but also just that little personality outside of being a mum. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome when you can find a job that allows you to do that. Yes. And then like obviously your priority at the moment is Mo, but it's great that you've been able to find something like that. It's awesome. Yeah. And so I know you were at the salon years ago now, 3 years ago. What do you miss about the salon? And I know you're very content in this season, and I love that, I feel like you found such a good fit for you, but you're still in many ways part of the salon team because you come in and get your hair done, right? I do, yes. So we see you. That's the beautiful thing about Organic Ministry Family. You really are still part of it, even when you leave. You're in the family whether you work here or not. Yes, So what was my original question? What did I just ask you? What do I miss? What do you miss about the salon? I miss so much about the salon. It was such a beautiful place to work. So I feel like there's not one thing that I miss. I feel like there's so many. And although I'm in a very different stage of life, I think that the salon will always be a part of me and always be something that I remember fondly and that I love. Yes. Yeah. And like we said, you're always part of the Organic Ministry family, which is awesome. Well, I think this little guy would like to wrap it up. Thank you so much, Tameika, for coming on. It has been, I know we all think that you're amazing, an amazing mum, and it's been beautiful to see you thrive in this new season. And thank you.
Obviously the salon was an important part of your life, but I think nothing replaces this amazing little bundle of joy, who is your mini-me, I feel. I know that a lot of people say your husband it's his mini me, but I see you.
Yes, if you saw my baby photos, he's all
you.
me.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We appreciated having you on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for having me. What an honour to be a part of the podcast.
Yes.
And to be brought back.
Yeah, well, we'll have to have you on again. So, yeah.
I'd love that.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, like and subscribe. We have loved bringing you content, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of this series. We're going to go and get some more of our organic ministry family who no longer work with us in this chair. So it's going to be an exciting series. So yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Done.